guys, and welcome back. In today's Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are asking about any person on your mind who you are not in contact with, and we're going to see what's going on in their life. How are they doing? What's happening for them? We will also look into what they think about you, how they feel about you when you do cross their mind, those types of things. So this could be about an ex-partner that you're not in contact with. This could be a platonic relationship, like a friend. This could be a family member. This could be an ex-colleague, just somebody who you don't really see anymore and you have no idea what's going on with them, but you'd kind of like to get a glimpse into their life. That is what we are doing today. So let's get started. Today we have 3 groups to choose from. This is group 1, group 2, and group 3. For group 1 today, we have this. It's some form of agate. It's like a sand-colored agate with black strands. I don't know what the proper name for that is. For group 2, we have a natural amethyst point. And for group 3, we have apophyllite, a natural apophyllite point. So as always, take as much time as you need to decide which group or groups that you feel most drawn to, that you feel most resonate with the person or people on your mind. Pause the video if you need, but when you're ready, please go ahead and click the corresponding timestamp in the description box below this video, and I will see you in just a second in your reading. Hi, group 1, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose this sand-colored agate today. So the topic for today's reading is, how is the no contact person on your mind doing? What's going on in their life? How do they think about you? How do they remember you? So let's go ahead and get started. Actually, I want to start off this reading by getting a number energy, just kind of see like what the energy of their life currently is. Okay, so we have 0. So this means they're on a precipice. They're in a new doorway. They're closing one door, they're opening another one. So there is they're closing out a cycle, they're starting a new one. And it feels a little bit like trepidation to me, like they're maybe a little anxious about this new cycle they're starting. But let's see. Oh, I remember this one. This is the group where I had a million cards come out. Okay, so let's start with Norse mythology cards. We have Loki, which says the cunning god of many faces. We have Mok, which says bravery and lifting the nightmare. So this is a dragon slayer. So maybe this person on your mind has just conquered something difficult, conquered a nightmare, conquered some type of external struggle. So maybe their last chapter was really difficult, really challenging. But it has closed out. They finally did just close it out. We have Sif, which says earth, fertility, and family. There's so many cards in this group. Okay, and we have Nifl, which says darkness and fog. So I want to say the chapter they're just closing out, it might have been with a person. It could have been a marriage. This could also be issues with a family member, potentially the mother especially. This person might have just dealt with what they feel was a betrayal from this person. But it's like right now they're in the interim between closing that cycle and starting a new one, but it feels kind of dark. Like they might be dealing with, especially with the Nifl here, a bit of a darkness, a bit of a depression. And this is winter right now while in the Northern Hemisphere while I'm recording this. And so a lot of us struggle with seasonal depression. So it could be that something they deal with. But there is, like a depressed kind of, just some kind of subdued energy here. From my emotions cards, we have bored and we have sad. So yeah, I just feel like they're less active. Maybe with the sad here, they are crying somewhat. Um, let me see. Let me just put the rest of these cards down. So we have patience in reverse. We have courage in reverse. I feel like they're glad this cycle's over with patience in reverse here. It was a struggle for them, and I feel like maybe they're just trying to recoup right now. Maybe they're not going out as much. Maybe they're not engaging with people as much anymore. And that's why we have bored and sad here, because this is lowered activity level. I feel like this person, I keep hearing the word tamed. So maybe especially because courage is in reverse here. It's like they're taming themselves. But I also feel like they're trying to force themselves to move forward even though they don't. For those of you who have ever struggled with depression, you know that feeling. It's like everything feels heavy and it's just hard to make yourself do anything. And that's almost kind of what this energy feels like to me. Like looking in the mirror and feeling nothing. Honestly, I'm kind of concerned about this person. So if this is somebody you care about and you're just no contact because maybe you've had busy separate lives, they maybe could use a friend, some reassurance at this time. So from Dominion cards, we have Bandit and we have Market. So this person also might have been betrayed at work, or whatever this last cycle is. It might have hit their finances or their work. This might have happened because they lost a job as well, which obviously is going to lead to some kind of emotional struggle, even if it was a job that wasn't fulfilling them. They could have also just had some kind of disappointment, like they worked really hard for something and it didn't pay off. Like, say writing a book and then not being able to find a publisher, something like that. With Bandit and Market, they might have actually had something stolen from them. I'm kind of worried about this person, you guys. This is really sad. So yeah, if this is somebody you really care about, then maybe reach out to them. They're not in their happiest place right now. With Courage in reverse as well, maybe they're feeling anxious, maybe they're feeling scared of moving forward. Some of them are feeling like, what's the point? Yeah. I just feel like they're not leaving their house as much. I feel like they're maybe not taking care of themselves as much as they normally do. And yeah, just with Bandit here especially, and all this kind of nightmare dark energy, they really might have had somebody. I am feeling betrayal pretty strongly here. But it's closed out, so it's like they've moved on past that, but they haven't fully recovered enough to step into their new chapter. Let's see here. Spirit, can you tell us more? What is going on in this person's life? This person on group 1's mind. And I keep seeing footsteps, like bare footsteps in the sand. I know that's like maybe a verse in the Bible or a poem or something like that. Maybe it's because this is like sand colored. Maybe that's relevant to somebody here. I don't even know what that poem's about. I just know it exists. Or Bible verse, whatever it is. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it's like betrayal or disappointment. Like they worked really hard for something and then it just didn't pay out. They didn't get the fruits of their labor, and obviously that's really disappointing. It's sad. It's regretful. You see, maybe that's where I thought that. On this card, he's literally walking in sand. But you see how this guy, he's like looking behind him, looking at the past. I feel like maybe with this being in reverse, this person is no longer looking at the past, hoping for the past. It's like, I want to say they finally gave up on it. Reluctantly, like they didn't want to. 3 of Swords here. So yeah, they're recovering from a heartbreak, whether that is a betrayal, even just a romantic breakup. Like if this is your ex and it's, fairly recent, they're still, they're working on recovering from that. And we have the Hierophant. So I'm also seeing a lot of like this person sitting at home playing video games. I don't know if this is someone who plays video games normally, but I feel like that's what they're doing instead of um, engaging in other activities they might normally do otherwise. So this could be that this person is a gamer, and that's just relevant. That helps you confirm who this person is. But otherwise, I feel like even if this person isn't, I feel like they're just doing more stuff like that, just stuff that distracts them from how they're feeling. They might also be pushing themselves to go to the gym more or something, just to bring themselves out of this as far as stepping into their next cycle, their next chapter. And this zero energy, if you're watching this while I'm uploading it, it's basically the new year. So this person might have just set some New Year's resolutions, maybe just set some new goals, trying to define what their next chapter is going to look like, because I feel like they don't have a clear picture of that because they were so focused on the last one and healing that. So maybe they are now trying to get a clear picture of how they're going to move forward ahead of time. And we have the Five of Cups on the bottom here. Let's see. I'm going to see in a minute how they are feeling about you, how they remember you. But right now I'm going to pull some emoji cards to see if we can get any more detail or clarity on what's going on with them right now. Okay, so we have the cancel sign, the no sign. So yeah, it's just this stopping, like taming themselves, not moving forward, just in a slump, in a rut, in a depression. But there is, with the zero here, this is their decision to move out of it. They're pulling themselves out, even if there's not a whole lot of momentum behind that right now. Okay, so we have the peach. And again, was getting going to the gym, but this could be any type of, glowing up energy. This person's maybe focusing on starting to clean up their physical appearance, because I do feel like maybe they let it slide a bit in the last chapter. So eating healthier, getting more fit, changing up their style in some way maybe. Let's see, anything else, Spirit? I'll get a couple more. So we have the bikini, and it came out in reverse, so I'll take it in reverse. And again, I feel like maybe that's how they're pulling themselves out of this, is they're going to focus on their physical body, so cleaning up their health and their fitness. And we have the death in reverse here. So yeah, it's like a resolved energy, resolution. Okay, I guess I have to finally and fully get over the last chapter. It's time for me to pick myself up, move forward. That's really where this person is, if I could sum it up. So let's take a look at, there's so many cards on this one. We're going to see how they feel about you still when they think about you. Or associations, anything like that. So Spirit, can you tell us how group 1 feels about group 2 at this point? So we have hungry. That could be an energy of missing you. It could also be an energy of being slightly angry as well. With the teeth energy here, a little bit angry, maybe even a little bit blameful towards you. But hungry, this could be hungry for you. This could be missing you. So let's see, what else do the cards have to say? We have the Four of Swords in reverse. So maybe you might be the reason for this last chapter, and them maybe not being over you or something to do with you. With the Four of Swords in reverse, this is telling me they're not getting so much rest when they think about you. So maybe you're the one that they're giving up on thinking about and resolving to just move forward now. So I mean, if this is somebody that you broke up with, it just seems like, they had difficulty with it and they're trying to move forward. But yeah, so their thoughts of you, they're still a little bit restless. I feel like they haven't fully calmed their thoughts about you. Even if this is something that happened, say, 10 years ago for you. I feel like they try not to think about you, because when they do, it makes their mind get overly active about you. And they think a little bit too strongly about you. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. So they definitely have memories of positive times, good times with you. Maybe they're trying to focus more on good times than bad times, or the fact that it ended. That's so interesting because we have the peach here, and then we have like all these, I don't know, they look like peaches to me at the top of this card. So I don't know what all that is about. I feel like it has a meaning beyond the more explicit way that we tend to use that emoji. Um, I don't know, like maybe a peach tree is relevant to somebody here or the state of Georgia. And we have the devil in reverse. So if this was like an ex or something, they're getting over the obsession. This could also be, they might still think about physically intimate, sexual moments with you. Anything else, Spirit? How do they feel? We have strength. Yeah, it's just, I would be very surprised if the cycle they're getting over didn't have to do with you, but whatever happened with you, when they remember it, it's like they try to remember the good times. There are still emotions attached to it. There's regret attached to it. There's strength and needing to force themselves to move forward, but they are finally doing that at this point. But anyway, that's what I have for you, Group 1. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below to let me know what you thought. And if you're new here and you liked this reading and you kind of like my style, please consider subscribing. I make a lot of pick a card tarot readings over here on a variety of topics. And you can find those categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page. So go check those out if you're interested in any other readings. I also have a specific person playlist and I think a no contact playlist if you're really interested in this particular topic. But anyway, as always, thank you all so much for being here and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye. Hi Group 2 and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the amethyst point today. So the topic for today's reading is let's take a look at the life of somebody that you are not in contact with. If you're curious about what's going on with them in their life and also how they remember you, that's what we are looking into today. So I want to start this off by getting a number energy just to kind of define kind of where their life is at, what stage. Okay, so we have 3. So that's a lot of mental energy. So this person's in their head a lot, maybe communicating a lot, sending a lot of messages. I did just see trying to slide into a bunch of people's DMs if that's relevant to somebody here. But yeah, in their head a lot. They might be planning, they might be strategizing, trying to figure out how to move forward in the future. I'm getting a little bit of a business focus or a career focus with this person. So from Norse mythology, we have Skirnir in reverse, but it says messenger or diplomat. This is also a very mercurial, mental kind of energy, like the number 3, but it is in reverse here. So maybe they're trying to not be in their head so much. Oh, so is this card. Wow. So we have dog, which says clarity and novelty. This is also the personification of daytime and daylight. Okay. So there might be a child in their life that they're really focused on. Otherwise, this person might actually be doing some kind of shadow work, connecting to their inner child, something like that. Let's see here. From our emotion cards, we have Goofy. From Dominion, we have Militia and Library in reverse. So yeah, this Library in reverse, they are mental, they are in their head, they are stuck planning, but they're trying to move out of that. So maybe they're trying to move out of planning and focusing on something to actually taking action, or maybe they've just been caught up in their head, lost on some problems, and they're trying to take themselves out of their head mentally. This Goofy card. So maybe they're feeling confused and lost in some ways in their life and they don't want to be, but for some reason this is also giving drunk. So I don't know if they're drinking a lot or just, yeah, drinking a lot to distract themselves from something. So we have service in reverse, and we have preserve in upright, pine and garlic. For maybe just a few people here, this person might actually be feeling really under attack and like they're having to defend themselves. I don't know if they're dealing with a group of bullies, or maybe they are a bully and they're the type of person that tends to gather people around them to help them fight their battles. But I feel like this person really at this point might be on the receiving end of that. Whether it's just a group of people socially or at work, or for some of them it could be they might actually be in some kind of legal trouble, whether they've done something to break the law or they're party in a lawsuit or something. Someone might be suing them, something like that. I just feel like with the militia here, there's some way in which they're feeling attacked, and maybe that's where all this communication energy is coming from. Like they're trying to block out some of this communication because it's negative. Maybe they're drinking to block themselves from it, but it's like they're trying to stand their ground or maintain their sanity, maintain their clarity while this difficult thing is going on where they're feeling either bullied or pressured or in trouble for some reason. Yeah, trying to preserve their sanity because it just seems like it's really mentally taxing on them. It's really difficult for them. I feel like they might be avoiding a lot of people to some degree. They might, if they're not the type of person that does shadow work, they might be really running from something internally that's starting to catch up with them. Maybe some level of guilt or some type of trauma, or just, I don't know. It's like they don't want to think about something. They want to distract themselves. They want to keep in control of their mind and block out the bad stuff and only think about the good. And maybe that's starting to catch up with them. I'm not sure. But let's see here. Spirit can tell us more. What is going on in this person's life? Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be career struggle. Could be family struggle for some of you or for some of them. This could also just be something that they feel like maybe their money or their financial situation, their job or their security is being threatened right now. It might not have actually progressed to maybe losing a job or losing money or something like that. It might just be up in the air, threatened. For instance, if this person is facing a lawsuit, they're worried about losing money or something like that. So yeah, there is some kind of threat to their stability, financial or family-wise or job. Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. They're really worried something's going to crash down and they don't want to think about it. Like they are really worried something they built is going to fall apart. Because they tried really hard. And they worked really hard. And they don't want it to fall down, because with the library in reverse here, it's like these bookshelves are falling down, or they're really concerned that it will. And it's like it's more like a worry in their head rather than something that is actually happening for most of them. So they're in the middle of it. They're in the thick of this right now. Also, with the Ten of Wands in reverse and this goofy card here, I feel like they might be choosing laziness over hard work. I mean, they might need a rest, which, yeah, that could be warranted, especially with the pine here. Choosing to take a easier path right now. Maybe they worked really hard, but maybe that's also making them anxious that they're going to lose what they worked for. So we have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. They might be really struggling, I want to say, with a romantic partner. I feel like there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of fighting there. This person might be facing a lot of tension in multiple areas of their life. like their work and their family life, for instance. If this is a married person, I do feel like they're having issues. They're having problems with their spouse. I mean, it might be infidelity with the Knight of Wands in reverse here. It might be a real mental struggle for this person, especially if they do have children. Give me 1 second here. So ultimately, I would describe this as this person has a lot of stressful situations going on in their life, but it's almost like they're trying to pretend that it's not stressful and they're fine. Either maybe by drinking a bunch so they don't have to think about it or feel about it, and maybe shirking their responsibilities, or just, maybe there's threats coming at them, but they're just, that doesn't bother me. It doesn't matter. But they are in the middle of it. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. That's so funny. Okay, and we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this person's just trying to get out of their head. That's exactly what I was saying in the beginning. This person might be acting really mean or snappy, and I feel like I just opened this up to the Nine of Swords here too. This person is feeling really anxious, but they're trying to lie, not to the people around them, but to themselves, that they're fine. Yeah, this is fine. It's like that meme with the dog and everything's on fire. This is fine. Okay. But this is funny because look, she's holding the bottle that says drink me. So yeah, I feel like alcohol's involved for a lot of you, or for a lot of the people here. Could be other substances too, or other means of distraction if you know this is a person that doesn't drink. I feel like I'm getting this imagery of a lot of notifications on this person's phone, and they're ignoring them. But the more they ignore them, the more stressed out and anxious they get. This person also feels really chained to their situation, like they can't get away from it. So for instance, if there's a lot of the stress coming from work, they still feel really chained to that job. They still have to keep going there, even though it's causing a lot of stress, and they feel attacked there. They might be just fantasizing about things magically just working out for them. The stress is magically going away. And I don't know if that's going to work for them, if that will manifest for them. I guess we'll see, because like I said, they're kind of in the middle of this. But I just, I'm seeing random fairy tale imagery, like this pumpkin here. It's like in Cinderella, where the pumpkin turns into a carriage. It's like this person thinks that they're just going to focus on things being okay, and then it will turn out okay, which that can work, but it just feels like this person's also not confronting their internal anxieties and beliefs about the situation, which could blow up in their face. So that's not amazing. I'm also seeing the letter K, if that's relevant to somebody. This person might, despite a bunch of notifications being on their phone, they might still be, it's like they're waiting for one notification, a message from somebody that they really want, that's going to tell them that everything's okay, or a message that somebody is apologizing or something like that, but they're not getting that one message they want. They're just getting a bunch of other messages that they would rather ignore and avoid. Okay, so I'm going to pull some emoji cards and see if we can get any other specifics, random tidbits, whatever wants to come through. So Spirit, can you tell us more about what is going on in this person's life? Okay, so we have the roses. And we have the peace. So yeah, this is kind of repeating what I was saying, but if this is a romantic situation for some of you, and if you're asking if there was ever multiple people involved, I feel like that's a yes. That's really, really specific for somebody and really random. But it's like they have all these roses and they want to say, look, all these roses, and not paying attention to the fact that they're thorns are actually cutting them deep down. You know, they want to be in this chilled out peace energy. I've got this, I'm on top of this. And maybe they are. I feel like in some cases maybe they are, and maybe this focus on the positive is going to work for them, and for others it's not, because they're not addressing the underlying anxieties and issues, or even just the practical reality of the situation. Okay, we have the thumbs up. Yeah, it's just kind of reconfirming what I've said. This is their attitude. Everything's chill, everything's good, everything's fine. It's all fine. Don't worry, it's fine. Everything's on fire, but it's fine. So yeah, they're in the middle of it, and this isn't really the type of reading where I can know the outcome of their situation, because I'm just picking up on right now. But yeah, it seems really chaotic right now. So I want to look into how this person feels about you, or how they feel when they think about you, especially if this was a long time ago. But let's see. Spirit, how does this person feel about group 2? Angry. Okay. So maybe this is somebody that blames you for part of the problems going on in their life, or they might just be angry at how things left off with you. I mean, maybe that's why you're no contact with this person. We have happy on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I feel like this person might be prone to blame others readily. And maybe that's kind of explains their attitude right here, is they just think the problems are everyone else's fault and not their own fault. Like, it can't possibly be their fault. So there might be some personality disordered issues with this person for some of you, if that resonates. I also just heard something about a birthday, like they're upset that nobody remembered their birthday, or a specific person didn't, and it really disappointed them. Okay, and we have the moon. So that's Cancer energy. I feel like the moon, 9 of swords, this is a very foggy energy. I feel like they try not to think about you. They put it out of their head. So it causes, both of these cards are like extreme anxiety. So they might present as angry on the surface about you, but in reality, they feel a lot of anxiety when they think about you, a lot of fear. And if they did something wrong, it could be, you know, their guilt about it that they're avoiding, or something's causing anxiety in the situation between you. And maybe they're scared to reach out to you. They're scared to talk to you. They are scared that they will hear from you, or that they will hear the wrong thing from you. Let's see, the Chariot. In some cases, this person might have felt like they, quote unquote, won some type of situation involving you. Or if that's not the case, if that's not like this person's personality, it could be that this person just wants to kind of run away from you because of all this anxiety and these intense emotions they feel about you. It's like they don't want to face something. They don't want to have to deal with something. They might phrase it as they don't want to have to deal with you being angry at them. They don't want to have to face that, so they might be running away from that. I really feel like they're strongly being affected in their work. Or I wouldn't be surprised if some of you are asking about an ex-workplace colleague. That's interesting, because I was going to do a reading about that. Let me know if you're interested in that. But we have 6 of Cups. So it might just be for some of you that they are running away from the intensity of the anxiety or anger that they perceive you have, or within themselves buried, that they don't want to deal with. And they might be over romanticizing the situation, where they only remember the good things, kind of like what they're doing in their life right now. Like extreme toxic positivity kind of, but it just depends on the type of person this is, and you know the type of person that we're asking about here. But anyway, that's what I have for you, group 2. I hope this resonated. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up. If not, feel free to give it a thumbs down. If you're new here and you liked this reading and you like my style of readings, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. And I make a lot of pick a card tarot readings over here on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page. So go check those out if you're interested. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye. Hi, group 3, and welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Apophyllite today. So the topic for today's reading is, how is the no contact person on your mind doing? Where are they at in life? What's happening with them? What's going on? And how do they remember you or feel about you? All that good stuff. So let's jump in. I am starting this reading off by getting a number so we can kind of get an energy, the overall phase of their life they're currently in. So we have 2. Decisions, connection. This person might be in the middle of making a big decision on something in their life. They might be, they might be developing a new relationship as well here too. But let's take a look. From Norse mythology, we have Mimir, which says omniscient, advisor, and counsel. And when I pulled this card, I didn't know if it wanted to be upright or reverse, so we'll just keep that in mind here. From my emotion cards, we have anxious, so just the fact that this is about an advisor, and 2s are linked to decisions. This person might be really anxious about making a big decision. Maybe on a move, on relocating, or maybe a house purchase or a place to rent. I feel like it has something to do with their stability. So maybe a job, maybe they're trying to make a decision on a job. Let's see, from Dominion here, we have the pouch. This person could be really focused on small amounts of money. I also want to say hyper fixated on little details. So I am kind of seeing legal stuff. Maybe this person is like a lawyer for some of you. I could also be picking up on Libra energy, but this could also just mean this person's dealing with a lot of legal documents or big contracts they're having to sign. With that home energy and making a decision, maybe they're doing things like just signing mortgage paperwork or just signing a new contract for work, something like that. I am seeing an envelope, so I do feel like a lot of documents are involved in this phase of this person's life. And it might require money, or this person might be having to scrape up extra bits of money to make something happen. We have council room in reverse. That's so interesting. Isn't that like the same thing as this card? It almost is. And this card couldn't decide if it wanted to be reverse or upright. So yeah, it's definitely something about decisions. This person might be going to a lawyer. Something like that. Big decision, and like it requires bureaucracy or paperwork or something like that. And obviously with anxious here, it's making them anxious. They're stressed they're going to make the wrong one. I am feeling stressed more than anxious for most of them. We have counterfeit in reverse. Obviously for very few people here, but this person might be engaged in maybe some more, some type of illegal activity as well. Or maybe they stopped doing that with this card being in reverse here. There is just this hyper focus on somehow needing to scrape together just a little bit more money to make this decision, or this decision is about some amount of money. This person might also be trying to bring in more streams of income, starting a side hustle, or really focused on that. Maybe they're just really worried about their money situation, so they're watching bunch of videos, for instance, on, how can you bring in passive extra income streams, something like that. I also feel like some of them might be feeling just scared to leave their house for some reason. They might be really self-isolating. I'm also seeing they might be having an issue with like their leg or their feet or their ankles or something like that. Maybe some of them had a broken something or other. I don't know. That's obviously not for everybody here. This person might be having trouble sleeping or issues with waking up at night, insomnia, or just their sleep patterns might have been altered in some way. Also, stairs might be relevant to somebody. Sorry, random messages here. So we have subdue and we have growth. This person, the decision they're making might just be because they're seeking growth, or maybe they're seeking more money, or they're seeking change, but at the same time, they might be afraid of change. So maybe that's why they're stressing over this decision they need to make so much. Maybe they feel pressured to make a change when they didn't really want to by some kind of external circumstances. I'm also feeling like a health issue. Maybe it doesn't have to do with their leg necessarily. This person might have recently received some kind of health diagnosis, and maybe they're having to rethink some of their lifestyle choices because of that, or they're anxious about that, or a surgery or procedure they need to get done. Maybe that's why they're concerned about maybe scraping together some extra money so they can afford like a health procedure or something. I don't know. I know that's how it is in the US. I know it's not like that in other countries, but also this fern, it just keeps making me think of ginger root. And ginger, okay, so I don't want to get too heavy in the different like health complications that are coming through here, but this person might be dealing with some sort of health issue diagnosis that's causing some stress. So we will leave it at that. And if that's the case and you like know this person and you care about this person, especially if you know they might not have the money or insurance to cover that or whatever, they really could use some help right now. Just in case you did want to reach out, I don't know what's going on with your situation. I'm just saying, if you care about this person, maybe they're just an acquaintance. I don't know what's going on. But okay, let's see here. Also, Rocky Mountains. Could like the Rocky Mountain range, but like I'm seeing mountains with like little vegetation. I don't know if that's relevant to somebody here. Also, color being removed or added to something. Maybe they're painting or revamping something. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Let's see, Spirit, what is going on in this person's life? We have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, this is decision energy. Wanting to move forward, wanting this growth, wanting the more money, the better job, the better house, whatever it is, but still being scared of leaving their comfort zone. So this might be an easily anxious, easily stressed person, even if they know this is better for them. Because like, look through this little tiny door she's looking through. It's like bright and sunny and beautiful outside, but it's like they're scared to go into that because their current circumstances might be not ideal, but they're known, they're comfortable. So Seven of Cups, this is difficulty making a decision. So that's confirming what we were talking about before. This person might be gaining knowledge. This person might be going to advisors of some kind. Like I was saying, it could be legal counsel, lawyers, mentors, tarot readers if they go to tarot readers. But I'm seeing more like actual professionals, so maybe even medical professionals as well. So we have the Sun. I feel like overall things are going well, but this person's overthinking and stressing too much. Like it's going to turn out okay for them, I feel, for the most part. So we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, exactly. This person, they're feeling tense. They're feeling stress when they're not actually in a tense situation. They're just making it more stressful on themselves by overthinking some kind of decision. Although, like I said, if this person has a medical issue, it's probably a correctable one. I don't feel like it's like a really serious one. So for instance, the first thing I was getting like a broken leg, like that sucks, but it's like, it's going to heal, you know? Ten of Swords. Yeah. This person calamitizes in their head. They overthink way too much. They cause themselves unnecessary stress when things are fine. But yeah, overthinking their decision too much, or feeling so pressured to make it when they don't actually want to make it right now, and maybe they don't actually have to. 8 of Swords. Feeling trapped. So I'm seeing decoration. Some type of feminine energy they feel is holding them hostage in their mind. I don't know who that feminine energy is. Like, it's making them feel trapped. That's part of why they feel paralyzed in making this decision. Maybe they can't get input from somebody who's important in this decision-making process. Some woman or girlfriend or spouse or something like that, a mother. Is maybe making them stall on this decision. But yeah, whatever it is, what's going on in their life, they're primarily focused on this decision, health problem, move, building, whatever they're building, that type of thing. But now I want to get a few more details, and then we're going to look into their thoughts about you, how they remember you, currently feel about you, that good stuff. But Spirit, any more details? What is going on? So we have the thumbs up. They are going to move forward. I heard moving south, whatever that means. So they're moving south. Maybe like birds, like maybe they're gonna be a snowbird. Dolphins. So maybe south and near the ocean if this is somebody who's going to move. I just feel like they are seeking a lot of mentorship or counsel. So like I said, legal counsel. They might be going, if it's a health problem, going to a variety of health practitioners, like alternative medicine in addition to regular medicine. They might be making some big holistic lifestyle changes. Okay, we have the eggplant. So holistic lifestyle, they might be eating more vegetables, eating more healthy food, trying to improve their sex life. I mean, we all know what this emoji's used for. And Ferris wheel. I feel like they're trying to move into acceptance, that they have to make a decision and that things are okay, and they're trying to be less anxious and less stressed all the time, but it might just be kind of how their personality is, so it's difficult for them. This person, they might feel like they're on a bit of an emotional roller coaster too. I mean, we got positive and negative emotions to the extremes here, so they do feel like they're in some kind of emotional roller coaster, but I feel like they're doing it to themselves with their own thoughts more than any situations are causing it. But okay, let's look into their feelings about you, how they remember you, what comes up when they think about you. So it's going to be a little bit different for some of you depending on how long the no contact has been going on. I mean, for some of you it's been a week, for others of you it's been a decade. So take what resonates. I also just got this message that another reason this person is stressing over nothing is that they actually have enough money. They're just like worried that for some reason it's just going to disappear. They're just stressed for no reason. Okay. Like they have a big savings account or something. Let's see. Okay, so we have confident in reverse when they think about you. So something about you might make them feel insecure. And we have sneaky here. So I don't know if they did something sneaky that caused no contact, or maybe you did, or they perceive that you did. Maybe if this is more recent, they might be trying to find a way to sneak back into those DMs, come back into your life somehow. This could be also a bit of a strategizing energy, trying to figure out how to get back with you if that resonates for your situation. But confident in reverse being here. I heard less of a man. For some reason, thinking about you makes them feel like less of a man. If they are a man, but it's just like a lack of confidence. Something makes them feel insecure. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so yeah, they feel anxiety about you. They feel insecurity in particular. And Leo might be really relevant to somebody here because I'm seeing lions, and we also have the sun of justice. So that Libra energy I was bringing up in the beginning. So if there is some of this legal stuff, if it does involve you, obviously that's what they think about if you're involved in any of this situation here, with justice. So they are seeking or desiring some level of fairness or even karma to come from the situation involving you. We have the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you're not, and I'm sorry if this like hurts anybody, it's just what's coming through. I feel like you're not the main thing on this person's mind right now. It's more like the practical matters of their life, I feel like, is overwhelming this person, these decisions they need to make, this health problem, whatever it is. I feel like you're on their mind and they think about you, but it's like you're not a primary factor, which makes sense if a lot of you are asking about somebody who is it's been no contact for a long time. Obviously they've moved on a bit, but they do think about you. I just feel like it's not excessive, it's not a lot. Or for some of you, if this is like a baby daddy, baby mama situation, like they only think about you in relation to the kids, and maybe custody matters involved in that, something like that. It just feels like, yeah, when they do think about you, there is insecurity. For some of them, they might be wanting to come back. But you're not the primary focus. Anything else though? Let's see. 10 of Wands. Okay. Yeah. And if this is something that's more recent for some of you, it's like a recent no contact situation, and maybe it hurts that they're not thinking about you. Maybe it's somebody you recently broke up with. It's like maybe they're just so burdened by all this other stuff that's been dropped on them that it's really hard for them to deal with the situation with you, if that kind of makes sense. Like there's too many sticks on their back. There's too many rocks they're carrying, and they just can't handle that right now, and they might just need some space and to deal with their life before they can deal with you again, if that kind of makes sense. But anyway, that's what I have for you, group 3. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up. If not, feel free to give it a thumbs down. Please do let me know what you thought in the comments down below, or even if it's just to let me know which group you were in. That's always very appreciated. Any way you support the channel is very appreciated. If you're new here and you liked this reading and you like pick a card tarot readings generally and you kind of like my reading style, please consider subscribing. You are very welcome here. I make a lot of pick a card tarot readings on a variety of topics, which you can find categorized under the playlist tab on my channel page, so go check those out if you're interested. But as always, thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!